Create a color palette for your website within global settings, and this makes it very easy to apply your color brand within Elements. Access the global settings, go to the top right in the toolbar of Breakdance Builder, select Global Settings and the first tab, Colors. At the bottom, Palette, and select the Edit and bring in colors as well as gradients to build out your color palette. I have a few here that I'm using for this website. And what we do is click on Add Color, give the color a name. Click on the color picker if you want to use this instead, or if you have the code, like the hex code, the name of the color, go to the empty value box and just paste it there. Once you've done that, select Add Color. Next name. Tab, and paste. And this way you keep on adding your colors and build out your color palette for your website. While we are here, let's go ahead and also create a global gradient. Add gradient, give it a name. And in this case, we will use the color selector. Now that the color palette has been created, it makes the gradient creation much easier. Select the first color and the second one and set your angle. Add one more. Click on the color picker, choose our first color and then the second one. Set the angle and that's done. Close out the palette box. Let's see how this works in action. On my page, I have a primary button. I'll select it, go to the Design tab in the Properties panel on the left, Button, Custom, and then Edit Custom. We go for Background, and our color swatches appear here now that can be used on a global scale. I choose Golden Pollen, and it's applied like that. Any changes made to Golden Pollen in the future at the global settings will update across the site. With our color applied here, let's go over again to Global Settings, Palette, and select Edit. Find Golden Pollen, select the color, and update it with a new color. And as I do that, you can see on page, it also updates. This is the power of the global colors, a feature that you should definitely pay attention to when you start creating your website sooner than later. Working in Elements, you can also create your global colors. With the button selected, we go again to the color properties and we choose a random color and I'll make it blue. Now, by choosing a new color or adding a new name here in the hex values, or you can use RGB or HSL, it will override the global color that we've applied previously. Instead of going to global settings and then add this to your palette, you do that by clicking on the plus here next to the swatches from your color palette, and it will be added. We give it a name and save. Color has been added. Let's head on over to our global settings, colors and palette, and it has been added here as well. In cases where you can use a gradient, you will also have the option to apply the global gradient. I choose the section background, type gradient, choose, and my gradient colors appear here at the bottom, ready for me to use. To delete any of these, you have to go to the global settings, global, colors, palette, and delete it by clicking on the trash can. And that's a wrap. To support this channel, a heartfelt like would be great. In addition, you can visit us at w4b.io and remember to check out the complete courses for Breakdance.